Today's lesson is on forms of linear equations, and you're already familiar with slope-intercept form, but there are several other linear equation forms. Slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b. Point slope is y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1, and standard form is ax plus by equals c. This video is going to teach you about point slope and standard form, as you already know slope-intercept. So point slope form, not formula, is when you have y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. And it's most commonly used when you're given a point and the slope and they want you to write the equation. So pretty straightforward here. Write an equation in point slope form for the line that passes through 3, negative 2 with a slope of 4, then graph it. So here we've got x, x and then y. And y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So there, you're given the m. M is equal to 4. So you're going to plug that in here. This is going to be your x1 and your y1. So you're going to go y minus negative 2 equals 4 and x minus 3. So you're going to have y plus 2 equals 4x minus 12. And that's it, you're done. So the way you would graph this is that you'd come over here and you go 3, negative 2, and then you would count your slope of 4, which is 4 over 1. 4 over 1. There you go. So in the next example, write an equation in point slope form that passes through negative 2, 1, and has a slope of negative 6. So here's your form. This is x1, y1, and m is equal to negative 6. You just plug it in. Y minus 1 equals negative 6x, and because this becomes a plus, it's going to be negative 12. And that's it. That's in point slope form, and you are finished. So now for the next one, I want you to try these two at home and bring them into class in point slope form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. Now standard form does have certain conditions. A cannot be negative, so if you end up with a negative a negative coefficient of x, you have to change the whole thing so that a is not negative. A, b, and c cannot be fractions, and c is the constant. So if I have 2x plus 3y equals 6, that is in standard form. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to 6. Pretty straightforward. So here, if I want to write this in standard form, understand x and y need to be on the same side of the equal sign. So the first thing I'm going to do is move 2x. The opposite of positive 2x is minus 2x, minus 2x. Negative 2x plus y equals negative 7. A cannot be negative, so I need to change every sign, multiplying the whole thing by negative 1. So negative 1 times negative 2x is positive 2x. Negative 1 times y is minus y equals positive 7. So now a is equal to 2, b is equal to negative 1, and c is equal to 7. So if they want to write this one in standard form, right now it's in point slope form. The first thing we would have to do is distribute. So y minus 3 equals 1/2 x plus 4. Alright, so now the goal is to get all your x and y on one side, all your other variables on the other. So I'm going to take 1/2 x to this side. And so remember, standard form is ax plus by equals c. So I have negative 1/2 x plus y minus 3 equals 4. So I want x and y on one side, and I want 3 to the other. Negative 1/2 x plus y equals 7. And now I cannot have any fractions. So what I need to do is multiply the whole thing by negative 2 to make it positive, and to change it and get rid of the fraction. So negative 1/2 times negative 2 is positive 1x. Negative 2 times positive y is minus 2y equals negative 14. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 2, and c is equal to negative 14. So you can try these two at home and bring them to class with you. So these are the different forms of linear equations.